Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having an amazing day. It's almost 5 p.m. It's almost 5 p.m. here, and it's a little late. I haven't done my live for today, but I'm trying to keep the sun out. I've been doing some things. I've been doing some things, guys, all morning, and that's why I wasn't able to come on earlier. I want to do this message before the sun goes down. It's almost 5 p.m. here, 4:50 to be exact. And I don't know, I feel like a little strange today. I don't know what's going on in the energy. I have like a slight headache. I don't know. I need to get my Palo Santo. I left it inside. I don't feel like going back inside to get it. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me well? Yeah, I have my head thing on. I don't feel like taking it out. But anyways, I have like a whole, you already know what my hair looks like. So we don't need to you guys don't need to see what my hair looks like. It's a mess like always, you already know. But I don't know, I don't feel like taking it off. I feel like protecting my head today. I don't know what's going on. So let's talk about it, guys. What the message for today is. Can you hear me well? Stay grounded. Who's stressing you out that you got a headache? I have a headache. I've been on the phone with Verizon all morning. Verizon got me messed up. Verizon, it's my phone company. They have all, I have like months arguing with them. It's like they can never get anything right. I don't know. And I don't feel like arguing anymore. It's like my God. Yeah, I have a slight headache. But let's see, guys, what the message for today is. I feel, like I said, I don't know, there's like a heavy energy um lingering around. I don't know if you feel that way today. When I came outside to do this message, actually, when I just Palo Santo my house. Palo Santo is a little stick that you burn and you smudge with. Um, this is very nice. I don't know why it keeps kicking me out. I guess the message for today is very important. Guys, if you're watching this, like the live, um, comment in the comment section. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, the energy is very heavy. I got kicked out. I just got kicked out of the live. Somebody gave you an interesting phone call. No, no, it's just Verizon. Verizon is really annoying. I can tell you what it is. It's like an issue that's been going on for a very long time. I'm just annoyed at this point. They have my account as a business account. I told them months ago to remove it from the business account into a personal, and they still haven't done so. So when I call, they tell me it's a personal account, but when I receive my bill, it says that it's a business account. And I'm arguing with the lady. I'm like, listen, I'm tired of calling because of this. They're also charging me for my phones. My phones are already paid off, and I'm like, they were charging me for 9 months for that's a whole baby. 9 months is a whole baby. So they've been charging me 9 months for device payment, right? So in December, they gave me back the credit for all those 9 months that I've been paying for my phone. right? But then I called today and it's like the device payments, they gave me the credit for 9 months back in December, but they never removed the the feed from my account. So I'm still being charged every month for my account. So I've been going back and forth with Verizon. It's very annoying. It's not like I'm upset. It's just that it is very annoying. It's very annoying. I don't know, for 9 months they've been charging me for my device payment. And they gave me the credit in December. Now we're in February, and it's like the device payments are still there. So I'm like, if you look back, and it's like I keep going back in circles with these people because I keep telling them, I called in December, you guys gave me 9 month worth of credit because I've been paying for 9 months um, for my device. And now I called again and the device payments are there. And I just kept going back and forth with the lady. I even had to ask for a supervisor, but it gets annoying after a point. So I don't know, maybe that's why my head is hurting, but I feel like the energy is very heavy. I feel like since that's happening, maybe you guys feel like you guys are going through things and you guys have to like explain and over explain yourself over and over again, trying to fix the situation, and it makes no sense to you. So maybe that's what you guys are going through. So let's see what the Bible has to say. What is the message for today for all of us? Because I'm over that. It's like, okay, just like I'm like, okay, she promised this time she's gonna remove the device payment and not to worry about it. I really hope that next month I'm not calling and doing this again. I'm very annoyed. But let's see what the message for today is. Wow. Psalm 112. Psalm 112 has been the message for a very long time in this channel. Psalm 112, and it's highlighted. So let me read it for you guys that haven't been here. Again, maybe there's new people here that need to listen to this. It says the advantages of having faith in God. God guards the minds and actions of those who follow his commands. So I guess the message is not to worry about it. I'm heavily annoyed. I'm still annoyed. I'm gonna read it. It's fairly short. This message has been coming out. Psalm 112 has been coming out like every other day in this channel. I guess the same message applies. Blessed are those who fear the Lord, who find great delight in his command. Their children will be mighty in the land. The generations of the upright will be blessed. Wealth and riches are in their houses, and their righteousness endures forever. So this is just a reminder not to worry about anything. You will be blessed. You believe in God, and God got you. Pretty much that's what it's saying. God got you. So I mean, this is a nice message. It's been repeating over and over and over and over again in this channel. And I guess it's great because right now I am seriously annoyed by all this. I don't know. It says, even in darkness, light dawns for the upright. For those who are gracious and compassionate and righteous, God will come to those who are generous and lend freely, who conduct their affairs with justice. Surely the righteous will never be shaken. They will be remembered forever. They will have no fear of bad news. Their hearts are steadfast, trusting in the Lord. Their hearts are secure. They will have no fear. In the end, they will look into triumph of their foes. They have freely scattered their gifts to the poor. Their righteousness endure forever. Their thorns will be lifted high in honor. Their horn, it actually says not thorn. The wicked will see and be vexed. They would gnash their teeth and waste away. The longing of the wicked will come to nothing. So I don't know. I think there's just people messing with you guys. There's people messing with you guys, and God said enough is enough. We've been hearing this message for a very long time. God is taking care of your enemies at this time. Um, your chains are broken. You are freed. You will be blessed. Not only you will be blessed, but your generation will be blessed for you being obedient and believing in God and living by the word of God. Because I keep saying in this channel, it's not that you read the Bible, it's not that you go to church, it's not your belief, it's not your religion, it's not any of that. You need to live by the word of God. And I'm not talking about just, this Bible. You can be whatever religion you want, but live by what God wants you to do. Or for example, I'm not sure if I'm explaining myself correctly, but this is like, I don't know, this is a Bible, but maybe you have a Quran, maybe you believe in another type of writing from God, or maybe you believe in God and you don't believe in any of this. But if you believe in God, God is a God of love. God is a God that is compassionate. You, right, should have a pure heart. You should be compassionate with others. You should help others. You should do for others, because God is a God of love. So even if you don't go by a Bible, or your Bible is different, or whatever you go by in your whatever religion it is, because I know I sit here and I read the Bible, because that's what I have. But for whomever is watching me, that's a different religion. I don't want you to feel like, oh, her Bible. No, it's not my Bible. I read this, and I want you to take the message. I don't want you to take where the message is coming from. Again, I want you to take the message, not where the message is coming from. Like, it's coming from a Christian Bible, it's coming from a Catholic Bible, it's coming from a Quran. Let's not think about that. For example, I just read Psalm 112, right? Psalm 112 is just talking about, because you're a good person, right? Believing in God or not believing in God, you're a person with a pure heart, a good person, right? Justice is gonna come. You have been betrayed. You have been going through a lot of things. Doesn't matter what religion you are. Doesn't matter what Bible you have. You have been, if you are a person of the light, right? And the light is just goodness, something good, right? You're a good person. The light doesn't have like a religion or a title or all these things, because like I keep saying, I personally don't like the whole titles, and because it's if I feel like I am catering or talking to a specific kind of person, and I'm not talking to a specific religion, I'm not talking to a specific culture, I'm not talking to a person who believes in a certain belief. I'm talking to a human being on the other side. Nothing to do with what you believe in. You are a good person, and you have been betrayed. You have gone through a lot. And God, source, the universe, the tree, whatever it is that you believe in, the unseen, right? Just want to let you know that enough is enough, that you're going to be blessed for all the things that you have been through, because you have been obedient, because you have been a good person. And when I say obedient, it's not like, well, if you don't do this, like how religions want to put fear in people. If you don't do this, you're going to hell. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you are a good person. You have a pure heart. You help others, right? No matter the religion, no matter anything. We're not talking about religion here. And you will be blessed for being a good person, not only you, but your generation, and for walking, right, the correct way in this lifetime. Hi, peace and joy. You only get a headache when people ask for money, Willie. That is funny. Anyways, guys, so that's all I wanted to say. I don't know how to come on this channel and give a message without telling you where I'm getting the message from, because I'm getting the message from the Bible. But by me just saying the Bible, I don't want you to think, oh, her religion, her Bible. I don't want your mind to be at a certain belief, or I'm not trying to, you know, this is not about belief or religion. It's just a message. I want you to take the message, not where the message is coming from. again, again, and I don't know, maybe I need to think of how I can come on here and say messages so that any human being that sees the message can feel comfortable with. Because I know there's a lot of people who are very sensitive to wording and Bible and God. And I don't believe in God. I believe in source. And I don't believe in source. I believe in the unseen. I don't believe in the unseen. It gets to the point. It's very annoying. To me, it's very annoying because I really don't care about titles. I really don't. Just for your information, for the possible chaotic earthquake next week, I'm going to be bunkering down here with all my emergency supplies. And if it happens, hopefully it doesn't hit too bad here. What? And if it hits everybody else bad, I pray for them. It should be looking at it as a bad or good. Peace and joy. Well, I didn't mention earthquake. Well, the ladies mentioned earthquake and they said it was correct. What I saw was a lot of water. Like I said, you need to listen to your intuition. Peace and joy. Listen to your intuition. What does your intuition tell you to do? Sit quietly every day. Say, God, guide me and show me if I need to leave here. Send me a sign. Tell me if I should leave. Show me what I should do. Have a conversation with God. You're able to do that. I don't know if my intuition tells me. I mean, it always tells me to stay here because I have lots of emergency supplies. But on the other hand, I'm like, well, maybe I should leave. But then I'm like, if I leave, then people were ransacking the house, maybe. Peace and joy. Sit quietly somewhere. And you're in California. Sit with your feet on the ground quietly every day. Every day. Take 5 minutes. Put your feet on the ground or grass, whatever you have. But you're in California. You should have direct access to the ground. Put your feet, right? And if you can do this while you're facing the sun, even better. And just sit there quietly and say, God, show me what you want me to do. And you will get a sign. Trust me, somebody will come, someone will tell you something, you'll come across a video, something. And you know, say, God, show me in a way that I can understand and have no doubt. Say, God, show me in a way that I can understand and have no doubt. What do you want me to do? Should I stay here or should I go? And you might not get the answer right away. You might, but you might not. But do it every day. But you have to do it every day though, you know, because you guys do something one day and you're like, oh, I did it, it didn't work. Oops. You know, I went and grounded and I didn't hear anything. So it might not be working for me. That's not how it works. Like I said, guys, you know, I like my intuition have always been there since, you know, since I was born. I guess I was born with whatever, we all have intuition, just mine has been a little heightened since I was small. And seeing like things are gonna happen and telling people the truth. And there's something with when people ask me something like I have the correct answer. I don't know what that is about. It's not something that I can explain. That I, you know, I has, like I said, since I was born. But for example, the listening and paying attention, more clear, I have grounding myself without knowing that I was grounding. I will say like 2 years now. 2 years. And as you saw recently, I don't know how long it's been, Peace and Joy, like, well, no, you wouldn't know. I don't think you were here on that live. When I started communicating like with spirits of past loved ones, the first time I did that, I did it on live and the video is up there. I don't know, it was like 4 days ago or something like that. Now I am able to listen clearly to messages when I ask without any doubt. We all have the capabilities of doing that, but it doesn't happen overnight. I have 2 years grounding myself and listening and looking at sound. And not only that, God removed me from like a chaotic New York environment, removed me from my family, my friends, my partner, my house, everything. Pretty much just took me out of a place and placed me in a place where I'm quiet here. All you hear is the birds. All you hear is the birds here. So, it might not be the same. The point here is you need to quiet your mind enough that so you can listen. You need to quiet your mind enough so you can listen. You need to speak what you want. You need to ask out loud. Ask. Yeah, you might seem crazy. Yes. Oh, am I crazy? I'm here talking to myself. You know, you need to go beyond that. And you can't say you believe in something and then feel embarrassed because you're like talking out loud. Like I could have easily, and I made a live also telling you guys how I was being nudged to talk to like the spiritual world, or spirits and stuff like that. And I wasn't allowing anybody access to talk to me because I wasn't ready for that. I don't know. I didn't want to do that. And as I sat here doing a live, I told you guys, I I was asking like, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to communicate like with spirits? Do I have to do a ritual? Do I have to what do I have to do? And the only answer that I got was, all you need to do is sit somewhere and let us know when you're ready. So I was brave that night and I said, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I sat there and I didn't know what I was doing. I seriously didn't know what I was doing. I just sat there and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I turned on the live and I literally just asked you guys if you guys wanted to communicate with anybody from your family. And I got 3 people. Those are the 3 people that I did. That was my first time and I haven't done it since. I don't know. I'm a little spooked afterwards because of everything that happened on the live. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but the video is named Choking While Receiving a Message. I was very spooked. I it was a real thing, guys. I wasn't like acting or anything. Like that happened. So that's why I haven't done it again. I guess I did it because I wanted to know, I'm listening now. And it's like, why am I being nudged to do that? Maybe it's just for me to know that I'm capable of doing that. I'm like, all right, I know that I can communicate with them. I got it. It's very easy. I don't know. I thought it would be something more difficult to do. I guess it comes easy to me. I don't know why. Um, but I don't know if I want to do that again. I don't know. That mediumship thing, I'm honored that I'm able to communicate with the spiritual world, but I don't know. Now I know. Now we know. Now we know that I can communicate with spirit and it's cool. It's very cute. See? But I don't want to experience what I experienced last time, to know like how a person passed, and I don't need to experience that. And I guess that's part of it. But I think that I'm just discovering myself and that God is showing me the things that I can do. And I guess I get to pick what I want to do or what I like to do. I like sitting here and giving you guys messages and talking to you guys. That I like to do that. Um, Everything else is very draining energetically for now. I guess we will see as you guys come along in my journey. We will see where this leads me to or what the point of all of this is. I don't have an answer as of yet. It's like I've been giving instructions little by little. It's annoying because I'm in Aries and I like everything quick. Like, can we just tell me what I can do and what I want to do and what the purpose of this is right now? Because I don't got time for this. But they do say that the journey, you need to enjoy the journey. I don't know. This journey is a little slow to me. Seems like, I don't know. But I guess we're going to figure that out together. Those are nice colors that I have on. Thank you. Peace and joy. Peace and joy. Don't think about it so much. You need to ask for clarity. That's all you need to do. I told you, just sit and ask for clarity. You will get it. There will be something. It'll come to you, and you will have no. For example, if you're sitting asking for clarity, right? And when you get up, for some reason, I don't know, you come across a big sign when you're walking or driving down the highway, and the big sign says leave now. Like there's a huge sign somewhere and it says leave now. I don't know, are you gonna like ignore that? So you sit in stillness, you ask God for clarity, and I don't know, you go and start walking around the park or whatever, and you come across a huge sign that you can't miss, that you're literally reading, that says leave now. Some people might think, oh, it's just a sign, it's just a coincidence, it doesn't mean anything. Like God is not gonna come down and be like, peace and joy, you need to leave now. Like, you know what I mean? He can send you signs, multiple ones, but you need to understand that you are asking for a sign from the spiritual world. The spiritual world is not gonna come in a human form and be like, hey, you asked us for some advice, here it is. I mean, they might send you someone who's intuitive that can tell you something, or a person that can come up to you and out of nowhere the person starts talking about how, everyone should leave now or something like that, something along those lines. That's possible. But sometimes we want to be human and spiritual at the same time, and it gets a little tricky because there's so much the spiritual world can do. They'll show you signs, but if you still choose to be human and be like, oh, it's just a sign. Oh, that lady, after I asked for clarity, that lady started talking about how I should leave now. I don't know, maybe it's just me or something. You know what I mean? Like you start doubting. And that's where the problem comes in, where you need to learn to listen. Because the signs and the things might not come to all of us the same way. Yeah, it hasn't happened. I've been asking every day for clarity and what should I do? I haven't heard nothing yet. So I guess it's up to me to make a decision. Yeah, if that happens, that's a sign I'll pay attention to, but I haven't seen one yet. Yeah, if I see a huge sign that it says leave now or something pertaining to that, I will listen. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you because people are weird. It's like, I don't know. Let me see if I can give you an example. People are just weird. Like they're ask God for a sign, and they get the sign, but for some reason, I don't know. And God keeps sending them sign after sign after sign after sign after sign. Oh, well, I have a good story to tell you regarding that. Listen, like the movie I Am Legend. You and those movies, you love watching movies, huh? I don't know about the movie. I don't be watching movies like that. Peace and joy. It seems like you always watching stuff. So I have a nice one for you. And this one is, it wasn't even a sign. It was just like, to this day I'm mad at the person that this happened to. So let me tell you what happened. So this is lady, right? And she didn't know that I was intuitive or anything like that. It was just, she had her kids in my daycare for years. And she told me she didn't even know that I was living in Arizona. So she called me and she goes, that she got a divorce and she's moving somewhere to be away from this man because her man was being abusive, the father of the kids. And I was like, okay. She was telling me how he went to court stating that she used to hit him, trying to turn everything around. And she had to go to court. And I was like, okay, that was the first instant, right? So the first time I told this lady, I need you to be brave and go to court and tell them the truth. How he abused you, how you're not with him, and this is causing a situation now. She didn't listen. She didn't listen. She said she was too scared. So when she went to court, she didn't say anything. All right. The second time, she tells me, oh, I have to go to court again. And was it a second time? No. I went to New York, right? And when I was in New York, I was like, you can come to me and I will go with you to court so that we can explain to a judge that last time you went to court, you didn't say your truth, but that this is to tell her what's going on. She said, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. She didn't want to go. She told me, oh, I'm going to ask my brother, see if he can take me, blah, blah, blah. She never went. The third time, I listen, and I'm still mad. I'm still mad. The third time, I go to her new place, and she's telling me, the situation and the things that's been happening. And I tell her, you need to find the nearest precinct around here. You need to go and speak to the police and tell them what's been going on. You need to tell them what's going on with your ex-husband and da 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 da. Not even that. I told her to tell the judge the truth because I told her it's not good for him to know her address, her new address. And if she told the truth in court, the judge will, do visitations or whatever and not give, the ex her address. All right. That was a Wednesday. That's the third time. That was a Wednesday. I literally went to another borough to visit her. And I told her, after she told me what's going on, I was like, you need to go to the nearest precinct, find out what the nearest precinct is around here, because she was new around there. That was on Wednesday.